Hey, Assalamu alaikum, Gundu Online TV, the viewers. You can view all the way every week, every Monday. The program we do here, we're back again, another episode. Until I'm about DF Money. As usual, I'm here with Dr. Conte. Today, our guest is Lamin Basseh Bojang. He's a very versatile youth activist from Brooklyn. He's engaged in lots of every social activity in Brufut and Kombo, you can say, and even in the Gambia, because he's involved in sports in Brufut. He's involved in sports for the Kombo Couple as well. He's involved in most things to do with youth activities, youth mobilization, grassroots activism. He's really versatile guy. We're very proud to have him here today. He's very, like I said, he's very prominent in the affairs of Brufut when it comes to the land struggles we're having to recover some of our lands, to have access to our own ancestral lands. He's in the midst of it. He does a whole lot. He does a whole lot. I mean, I'm not even going to do justice, but try to describe what he does. So I think it's best for him to actually tell us a little bit more about himself. I am very proud of him. We are family, obviously, but he does a lot. He absolutely does a lot. If we can have more of him in Kombo, more of him in the Gambia, I think the Gambia and Kombo in particular will be all the better for it. The floor is all yours, Lamin. Welcome. Normally we have other people here on the panel. For some reason, like I said, you had on, when we were talking in the background that unfortunately, we had somebody very close to us passed away today in East Midlands. So one of the guys couldn't join us today. We would like to extend our condolences to the deceased and their family. But the floor is yours, Lamin. If you can probably introduce yourself, and then we can go to Dr. Conte.
Assalamu alaikum. Inna lillahi.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, Lamin. You can speak in Mandinka actually. Yeah, today from the Mandinka kauna ko boni. But ona introduce no ko den badi American GB Monday. Ngali konton ko denke. Intel mu ko Gunju Online TV. Ngami ke tene wote nen kanaja. Nga Kombo port kacha, Gambia ko ke kacha. Being a funding kit, so the member of Bufudi Kafa, Basseh Bojang, funding killer Mianko is very versatile. Kombo Kula, that Abijay, Watuati, anywhere that Mianko funding killer, Pool in a Dabijay. So, anyway, I thought the Gambi, in the Bijan of Kenyan Dr. Conte, no only Nimin Katajan, what and Nimin Katana Kataja, Olman Nafro, but maybe Yate Fana Benala. So, Mutuma Lamin at the phones are introduced that anyway. Okay, Lamin, Butu, introduce.
Thank you very much, my brother. I start with Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. My condolence to the deceased. I greet you, great sons of the Gambia. I greet you, the great sons of Kombo. I start by introducing myself as my name's Lamin Basseh Bojang. I'm still in the Gambia right now with my family. Like you rightly mentioned, I am into many things as far as Kombo is concerned. Yes, just to name few, I belong to some associations within Kombo here, which primary objective are the interest of Kombo. Like I belong to Kombo Yurakafo. The primary objective of Kombo Yurakafo is to Kombo to have what they're supposed to have as Kombo. And like you rightly mentioned, I am in Brufut. I am the present sports chairman of Brufut, youth and sports chairman. I belong to, I am part of the VDC on the side of the youths. I am part of the recovery committee. I'm the secretary general of the recovery committee of the Brufut VDC, Village Development Committee. Like you rightly mentioned, I am part of many things in Kombo. I think I have a little thing to say about Kombo, which I can share with the people. For the meantime, I say Assalamu alaikum. That's what I have for you for now.
Lamin, Baraka, yeah. Dr. Conte, Butuo, after Yamin, Lamin for Dinkel, Mianko, Nisia Gambia, and Nisia Kombo, it will be very good for us. I think he's involved in a lot of things. anything to do with development, like even organic grassroots. He's involved in lots of them, from food to the length and breadth of Kombo is very active. So Butu, the floor is yours, Dr. Conte.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mr. Mane. Again, I'm Dr. Conte. I am from Faraba, born and raised in Piram. And I'm so happy that Mr. Bojang is here, because I've always been concerned about the sports activity in the Gambia relative to the passage rate of the 9th grade examination and the West African secondary school exam. And I've always wanted to know whether, to know even in the villages that we have these sports, what is the passage rate compared to the competition? Because I was an athlete, I used to run tracks in the Gambia. But now it's apparent, that we have this Nawatan that is almost 12 months. And I'm happy that the young man is here, and maybe we can get to that, because if you are involved in sports, you become very, very organized and disciplined. So if our kids can use the discipline in playing football, I don't see a reason why they cannot use the same discipline when it comes to academics. So I don't want to take much of his time. I just want to hear what he has to say. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Conte. That question is very important. Like you mentioned, within Kombo here, like athletics is very important. In those days, I know your time, there's much space for you to run. There's much space for you to do your things. But now it is a different thing nowadays, because Kombo nowadays, it is a problem where children will have a space to run. It's very rare now you see athletes who are naturally athletes in Kombo because of the public space. Nowadays, the children don't have a public space to run. Those are things which are deterring sports in Kombo. Understand? It is very important for the children to have a space, where they can run, where they can do their exercise. But one of the problems we have within Kombo here, not only Brufut, is the public space where children will go and have their daily training. Understand? Those are one of the things which is setting athletes back in the Gambia.
Lamin Barakabak, Dr. Conte, Akamundo Lamin before is something me Alanko. It all comes back to this. You can say it comes back to misgovernance or maybe lack of foresight, because of then obviously we have to involve the governments here. There are the various administrations. Many Alanko Kombo Bankol Beta Kidlati, but planting. This would be a multi what's it called, a multi-activity center, a multiplex where people can play every sort of sports. So basically, what happened? They divvied up the whole of the land in all over Kombo. All the most expensive parcels of land, you can say. People from outside of Kombo will come and they will take them within various means anyway. But there is no. They didn't calculate within this that people need to have places, they need to build their mosque. People in this locality need to have spaces they have to build, or even to expand their schools. They need spaces to build hospitals. They need spaces to build markets. So it's been no planning basically. So the planning it's been lacking. So I think you can never run away from this. You can never move away from it. Wherever you go in Kombo, the central question always happens to be land. How land is being used, how land is being utilized. So Lamin, for example, look at that. So anyway, he's been very involved in the sports committee. And yesterday, Starterfield history for Lamin will probably tell you that because from the case of the use for them, not only for Brufut, by the way, because it only the aim and ambition community was started filming. They wanted to go into a multiplex, and if it becomes a multi-purpose sports center, if the government in the Gambia, the Minister of Education, the Minister of Youth, if they actually got some foresight, they should actually be coming to people in Brufut and say, "Oh, you started a very good initiative. This is actually good for the nation. So Minal John Nalafong will build this a certain way. But instead what we have is like saying that, oh, you're landing below the TDA, talking to us as if we don't know, as we are stupid. We don't know what TDA means. So it all comes back to this misgovernance, all comes back to these people taking it, like in the administration, various administrations, thinking that they can take Kombo people's land willy-nilly, like we don't know what we're doing. So Lamin probably will come back again and give us some more, what we call, he can update us on what he call some of the activities that happened there yesterday. For me, I was very heartened. I was very happy to see that people from Gunjuru came to support them. A whole group of people come from Sukuta to also support them. Because Nim Kombaya and Nim Kombobadia and Nim Mianaka Atata Jele, Ikajoko more in the olden days, the Kafaloko Bufudunkolka will later for Saturday to Kemako and the Kateola. So we generation, we want to kind of like redevelop, if you want to call it that, because it's becoming very dormant. So until the responsibility of starting to look until the Malcolm body on the tea, the more can you know so even the Tandakate anyway, but Ning who could have been a funding kill Basseh, Sate also the funding kill not able to cook Sate Bill Fanasna is a market. So anyway, Dr. Conte, I don't know what's your take on this, and then Lamin obviously
very well, brother Lamin. Like you rightly mentioned here, government losing foresight in the side of the youths is a problem. Mention yaming because the reason why as a lot of time football on Nimboro I sembo so because all space to the color quality. But this time around, now Gambia, the number one problem in the Gambia is the space. People don't have space, much more than Kombo. Like Ali Afunyam, government losing foresight because it's all sports put into consideration. Sports need put into consideration. That's why among football and athletes cater in sparing spaces for the youths real activity KJ. So those are things about football and athletes about Sambaka Komo Bakel. And inside me fanama like Kunundo Koni, Yala Wofanang Kunu Sukuta Natale, some people from Gunjur. Koya Funyaming ying filo badaming multi-purpose badaming amanke burfu doron tak and we are still struggling with the government for us to have that particular place as the community owned. All government and the fortress solar in the side of the youths pour youth solar activity cater in their plans and policies kajiko youth solar ela need solar bastola need sol mi yalanko wolle bad na moya realize ko itam youth let because ka realize ko itam youth let you must be active. You must be very, very active. You must be doing certain things, athletics, or you must be, playing football. So, what special monster? But Burfoot Jang, Tonga trial, multi-purpose member Jang, propose multi-purpose. Doko Bakanjele, Bro Afunyaming, Sukutana Kunung. In those days, during the Badindia and Kola Moinung, calling Kombo Bim Kilneti. Kombo Ning Nimba Sukuda, Mukakam, the Fangaka, Nimbulo Basukuda, Bufunkoka Bojaneta, Sukuda, Ema Marima, one day, Yabulo Yabang. Nimbullo Brikama, Burgunga Kabineta Brikama, Nimbullo Brufut, Brikam Kolkanale Yake. I can vividly remember Jamelo Brufut Janes Brikam Kolkanagan, Nim Motabafla Sabanani. Duko Tilo, Akasembo Tobakel. Likewise, Gunjur, Sanyang, Tujereng, Tanje, and other places like. So, Olum Kultimiango, they are very interesting. Olum Kultimialango, Wolle Filter Mulnung in those days. And the Wolum Kultimialango, Wolling at a Kombo because ning ko mobe ramuru nyoka nga kol ke nyola o bati na interest ninga dawda nga dawda la aba possible lale nga nyatel ko kula mba megla because that's Kombo will come together nga ka nyola and that is the reason why kunu ndiamta along those line le odla fonda because Sudan call they come in good numbers near do ko nyola je and we gave each other our words ngana word dile ko ni fan if anytime they embark on such they need to alert us to try nga ko nyama and everything will begin like that. Mr. Maya was here yesterday. Afana amol jam taile. Nga what soldi nyola katande gonim gunjur embark ngin sifala. Mbeba wulale nga support. So nga believe ko ni woketa because dim banyoka watu wati na interest mbo diamlale kombola interest ba fola watu wati andung I think kombola interest ba surface la one time. So, bro, all those are very, very, very good points on me and can capitalize on those ones. Nia jibe Kombo yuraka fo I am the assistant care person at the side of the youth. All fanang the primary objective is to make Kombo a better place for every Gambian or anybody me ngaba siring Kombo. So ibayel ko fanang there are things me alanko such things ibol mbol adopt kande. Katandi ko Kombola dokul, Kombola activity, Kombola ceremonies, Kombola kujama bije nga dengala ini modern da kula kujamala alkala problem solve together. Bro, those are things me alanko nyenta call advocate what or what. Malamina Martula take to thank you very much.
Yes, Dr. Conte, you're Lamin more anyway, so please, if you can just chip in.
Yeah, ngadi amo mo le bara man karang kumo mamoy.
Okay, karang ko nyingi ba min foka ko like
mawo moy. Let's go back to the 1970s. Kombo karana siada je bakala. Kombo karana jamala bodo kombo itada bolon ko ne mola karana je. Hadika yin side jata men fa teng. Kombo kola karande. But the concern about Kombola sports activity, I was an athlete and I supported 100%. But I mean, Gambia it seems like we take more precedence on sports than education. And Niajibe from Mr. Bojang, I congratulate you for what you are doing. But after finally, hello,
Doctor, I don't know whether Fakamola first stop like that. I don't know.
It seems like it's
hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Doctor. You go ahead. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah.
School, education, the Gambian education system.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, educational system, I mean, like being understanding absolute time. A primary 6 student, or maybe Form 2 or Form 5 student, is compared to nowadays master's degree holder.
But we shouldn't allow that.
Yes, because the reason why,
yeah,
the reason why na educational policies la banyami. Educational policies na
let me just say something here.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally disagree.
Yes.
The education system way back, you compare with someone. If a child wants to play soccer, you also have to emphasize education to that person. Even here in the United States, new sport athletes, they are not doing well in class. They don't allow them to play the soccer. So actually in Brufut, in fact, Brufut, you mean sort of. Most of alhamdulillah. What I mean to go at Kombo Sate was Sade Tadaje. You go Brufut la strassa feel la size ning. I think in the Bagala Sate Kona Amantaraje. I'm very, very proud of the people of Brufut. The best suggestion I mean, it's a fendo kafuje karankwoni. They know many other capable sports fan and player. They cannot play soccer 7 days a week. So as an education fan, I introduced there because me the examination results mean fin that thing. 9th grade examination. Ajibe bank school on me food. Module exam will pass, particularly English and math. Left of an yin karo fananke, yakis rock fananke, yanka, Jamale 12th grade examination of pass Westa High School. So no to become the Kombo Kumo for a jambe Kumbola, Kafoko Masakunda beteng, but na didn't know new football or not a order mal long, Karanko near for a mantaraye. Because you are talking to some people here, many along they left the Gambia, they went to United Kingdom, they got educated and they are benefiting. The duration of football is limited. But once you have your education, it's never ending. So what we can find out is yes, Mbale encourage ale soccer play. But Allah karanko fana ngali yamar fanari okay. Because Gambia every time the year of last examination results, 9th grade examination, only 50% of Gambian kids pass, the 10th grade, 9th grade examination.
9 exam, yes.
They can go to high school.
That I know.
Yeah, and for only 25% pass math. So I come in they either have to sit and retake the examination or they drop out. So Ninga also to Kombo. I come to Kombo is going back.
Okay.
We should not allow in I have a remedial school. But Hanga Kombo from Samana Kanaje Kafukana Abansoro. Which is so disturbing. But near football or itara sate or sateto, ye football or kick. Mojamase Boranoka. So I'm very proud of you. But left if you kufana kafuje wala nyeriko. Ya foiko. Football and bakala bakaron fananingake. Hana tray mo sa barsoto. Mo dana mo lulu mo tang. Wala agree to yela moela. So man sa foka alhamdulillah. Kad bolon ko digo Doctor,
bro, just a minute, right?
Nimbe football ko fola. Bolon ko ngola karane de. Barantoro ko mbadi ngol mbika karang. Nga tonya fo nyoye. Kanu football on nada. Wose nyi nawatan ke yake fo karijel kartan den killing. Bane examination results findita ko mbadi ngol be karang ibika pass. So those are things that we can openly talk about because so many ordinary Karanta have been very benefit. So Mr. Bojang, I'm very proud of you. But after you cooking Tafuje, what are you current quote?
Okay.
Dr.
Yes.
Abarakaba. Lamin is from the sports subcommittee. We have education subcommittee in Bruford as well. So we'll invite those people. So yeah, I know it's all linked. Everything's interlinked. But he is from the sports subcommittee. In Bruford, they're very organized. They have education subcommittee. They have like a land recovery subcommittee, all part of the VDC. They have the educational subcommittee. So the Olfana the secretary of the eventually will invite all of them. Every sphere of our life, we're gonna invite people here.
I'm very proud of Bruford people. I'm telling you.
No, bro. Mr. Conte.
Yeah.
Mr. Conte, Dr. Conte.
Yeah.
Yemin Fojang Wolon Tonyati.
Baraka.
Yemin Fojang Wolon Tonyati. All of go educational system in nowadays in Kombo, Mojura in Kombo, abo Komo Bakele. Ninga fo government na responsibility la woda and household responsibility la wodi wala nginti ko in those days during your time could will be in school by force and your parent will not come and tell a teacher don't do this to my child. Instead all parents every household in those days is forcing his children to go to school and you learn by force and you study by force. And in those days, I can remember vividly, Bro can bear me witness in the lives of Abbas Mane in those days. You have to go to school or he will come after you in your home. He'll come after your home. He'll come after you at your home. You see nowhere than education. Then you have to go to school by force. But educational system because now advocacy is important though. It's good to advocate or to make people aware of their rights. But nowadays, karambuto dini rights mim foye asiata bakele so much sure that karambuto dini ajel ko nimanta school mbay nekela o teacher ma rest to ka yinkentela. Nin teacher yinkentela ntanga nyina so mbay minkela je. O household fanang mobe dinke motimi alanko. Ye mobe dinke namukene mansoti. And then there school, and teacher yourself not a home rek. You still you grow grievances against that particular teacher. So those are things me alongo ndol from attitude again that change. The household is again that start well from I tell school because broken can remember in those days there are tickets here me alongo. What can I come and feel a cordacon? Yes, I'm about school and you have to learn. You see nothing in life than to go to school and learn. But sign photo wall. So new photo wall dollar and the world is going. And then didn't want to football wanted tulungo. That is okay entertainment. They see nothing but football or tulungo. It's about me all better because dindingo mbenga on sanako dindingo abukala kaminke dindimba minke kan sometimes abuka long ataka fanje kul kono rek abitakan. So we need to call the educational sector and the household. Wala ngentaka mechanism yalanko, it will help the children because children no kanyi wobukala kamingi. So I can vividly remember in those days within Kombo or in the Gambia, we feel like highest pass marks in the Gambia. I think I stand to be corrected, but in those days, we feel like highest pass marks. But in the Indiana time, there are prefects in school. They go around in town near Momo school. You go out even Fitriko and get a Keto Safe. So near Tosafe also more neither school de Bele. So it was allowed to suffer in Kodolale. You understand? But you know, in those days, the households were compliant. You know, parents were compliant with the school laws. So in sign photo wala bro, maybe the family jana but sign wala mantra care in Gambia. Wala mantra care in dindong kaya ko I have my rights. I can do this and this and this. And until me from parents or until sometimes indika avenue create dindong wala puri education so do ingeta gasto nyami. Understand?
Yeah,
but Lamin. Dr. Conte Proka Nando Majang Sarek. Until that time, we can read the comments. Primary school, Abbas. I live in Abbas. I live next to him.
Yeah.
So until the book of telephone, I am any matter. You don't go out anywhere. So so that's why I told all time. It's not only Manekunda kids. A lot of people come to live in Manekunda because more can do someone from Bolong, from Banjul, from Serekunda. Put Abbas because full school the amount of kids who passed common entrance was ridiculous. Really, it was so high. So the law school, you know, we have people from everywhere. I meet people in London sometimes. Like they say, "Oh, I stayed in your place." I said, "Yeah, I remember." You know, Surualu, full everywhere. So they come and live in Brufut because common entrance, the passing of common entrance is so high. So to load la sudo mo buka funti anyway Lamin coming for ni ega sade kono tomorrow it also my ketele school. So we even have study groups in Brookwood anyway. We have study groups because Abbas is just next door. It's just as simple as that. So I think until we become very good at writing and reading and even speaking English because Abbas actually forced us to speak proper English. He would give us newspapers like these Doi newspapers. That's why until we all become like socialists as well. You know, because we got the grounding from Abbas. Abbas is Abbas is so good for Brookwood. Yeah. So even Kabrabara na Mustafa Konamani Kunda Mufta Fon Dulato, the effect he has on Brookwood is still continuous.
Yeah.
Kabrabara from the education system, Alfonso School, the same. The guy is just amazing, you know. But until Lamin coming for it, commentants time or when I was doing commentants in Brookwood, I mean, nobody touches us. School, so they don't touch us. You can see Marina and other places where they don't even do commentants with it. But we are top all the time with Brookwood. So many people pass the commentants, it's unbelievable. Because of this discipline, the parents were you know, they supported the teachers. Yeah, obviously, I left the place coming to nearly 30 years now. I don't know when I left the gap there. But I think, things change. I mean, for advocacy, and then people, this my right is also okay. I mean, I'm not very keen on people abusing kids, by the way. But I mean, some lack of discipline is there. And we got so many schools in the Gambia, but there's no quality. There are schools everywhere. But kids there, a 15-year-old kid doesn't know anything. It's shocking to me. Yeah. But anyway, we come back to you. Today was meant to be something else, and then we'll also invite education subcommittee model. But it's all this fair, every sphere, the social sphere of me Kombo affecting Gambia. And education, nobody can belittle. Is a very, very important part of who we are and who we can be. Because a background on your quality, so people should joke with that. Okay, Dr. Conte, the floor is yours.
Bro, if I can be given the floor again, there is something me along Kofanang Olka Ofana education system when you did at Koma Bakele. All no one thing, Dr. Conte will have to agree with me. We need space in this in the sense co Ninga space because youth soul sign dindingol ika material jabakel in their life. I didn't know about they think Europe is the solution. But like ning like wo miniketa no mana murno but ning Kombo ya try Kombo education to purka restore back ninga ning public spaces also or public spaces all we teach children how to go through those apprenticeship in that public spaces because public spaces me and football blood because you know nim sate tata fo amount anywhere sort of activity ke for football dorong dindi will be follow na ke football. But if you have football, tennis ball, handball, swimming, you have recreational, you have outdoor school, you have therapy, you have other things like children will choose. You understand? And children will learn to rush through how to call it learning process. You understand? If they learn to go through learning process up to the level they want to go to, I think often be makwelale. You understand? But in Najibe Kombojang, a Kombobe Blati Yemialanko, I order complex football complex. Can somebody correct me here? Kombobe Ningo Kombol education, because education it have to go with something Mialanko. You need to enjoy, you need to, you need to see yourself as a youth. Sometimes education learning. Like in schools, we have school football fields, we have other extra curriculum activities in the school, so that the child himself can have a conducive atmospheric condition, so that as a Fanjeko, I am very comfortable in the school. So there's throughout Kombo Jibe, there's nowhere in Kombo Mialanko I order activities create and make a football field. Niba jela tennis ball court lo mo correct tennis ball court or even basketball court lo one loan kataraje. So Brufut imbamin try kan ning most young, because I don't know whether you are privy to, or somebody told you about what you want or the complexes we want to build in the multipurpose. O multipurpose ning I mobile I found be ketale education ketale baka fam. So wol mu kolti minan ko ninga try Brufut do mayna kastu ko be ngata kastu ko bu laaj mayna kastu. E bagal go obo educational system on about restore la back in the sense ko the children will go through those distance, eba fenjimala karanaje ani monta ani mon basic education sort of, but eba major student major mi alanko as a balloon nole as many developments feran nole ndanga mira wol dolon kulti mi alanko in Kombola educational system or restore nyami bro.
Yeah, but I told him to Kombo.
Land size ngamin soto, but nyim soto roning we are going through struggling master flow from Basseh. You understand? We are struggling a lot, and ibagel ko Kombo adiamo ka siale kola ngamin fo nin Kombo be ya jeko nyimuna interest len kafta nyoka nga nyinta nin ko njur mamanta space je mialan ko ya jeko sa fenkeno je mbenga mamanga, because like in those days, I stand to be corrected. In those days when I was not born, Kombola nying bad policy minketa over Kombo, and nying bad government policy nying bad procedures minketa about Kombo. That's a non-starter. Wol keta kulti mi alanko wol ibika imagine no aketa nyadile, because wole Kombo fondi kujamala, wole Kombo detendile, because Kombo migration minketa kabo opana Kombo. We Kombo detendile mo government fanang
click on the link, does it?
I was able to hello? Yeah. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, and then
okay, so okay, very well. That's what where I'm saying. Ning policy limin ketanung, because maybe I understand ko Kombo Kombo ma wo warake ala landscape ni mo warake ko other places like, but Kombola blessing wole migration shandinu. So migration shata wole space ta government fanang if all fanang la fakele interest lao dise o small space nyinkan ya a loi mi alanko in a Kombola no land is also a batala force. So often I call fenkela I call man de bagal so much sure that Kombola ta fata stage mi alanko they need certain things mi alanko mesto no, because Kombo lano lane ba nyinikan imam biyo misto na lonko mol ba steerinje ando mol bi ko mala as Gambians. So ita mol findin la moy ko ramen sang ida sanne o ya sala le aba steerinje fuka pare, and he's a Gambian ya ite wuli ko ba fundin laje. So government nganta ka the need of Kombola need lonna and Kombo sulata milna ya make sure you'll cater in their policies and procedures. So no kata ibagal Kombo fanang ko dol bije, because yami foto nyalam Kombo da jama bije manyi specify so, but ni inya kalang is a dado fanya mianga man at now at warala ko nyindong, but if one of the so blam yalan ko is a usi fast nole. You understand? That's my take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Conte, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Yemin for Tonyalong. Again, the Bruford and Columbala Content Nambala Jayela. I'm very, very proud of what Bruford people are mean sort of. I want to come but loud. Loud mantaraji. So nying coming for Albion Alnil Lala Ying Dulato, Mazakonda Yintalabul. But for Ante Yalong Nanying program of since I started until we've been talking about Kafoko, Niajibe even Sadala Wato Ying. Kombo among Kombo quote Tombon Kake Minister of Local Government and Lands. What problem of Seattle Watole? Asata Watole. 1992, Yaya Cicela Lota Parliament, Ako Kombo North, Kombo South, Kombo Central, Kombo East, Obanko Be Mansakunda Tad, Lamin Jaban Damalako, not in Kombo East. But Allah debate, sir, Almane Manin Kaprakala, Allah debate Jata, Mimbe Kombo South, and Dembo Jata, Kombo Central. What the parliament iman diamuka for nila minjaba ko atakela Kombo is itolo moment loka diamuka for atakela ndolofaneya. So niya jibe sadara study something years of leadership. Ye Kombo banko ya be tambulde. Ya jamesa tonye nyawonya. At least I kombonko tombonne. I kombonko tombona ke minister of local government. But ajibe bamfana baro fana nata. Two local government ministers are all Tombo. Kombo Mantarajendo. When we talk about Kombo, Mafoko, any tribe. So if people say that we are fighting for regionalism, we should. So these are things that we have. But I want to commend you because anyone here along you are involved in sports. You become a leader. Trust me. Because Allah in football on play. I want you to compare them with other kids they are not involved in football. If they are organized, they are they are obedient and so forth. But if I even for the young universities young, they know many a sports play. If they fail their classes, they don't even accept them to play soccer. So you should work hand in hand with the education committee. Because you didn't want to tomando bari tela mo le parents la suo kono but billa ni la football field ita lote diamote ita be kele fati so always didn't want kana attack Kafo Kotem because the other Gambian kids they are going through a lot of stuff but even for they encourage they always try to tell them I'm proud of you but genuine fanado football of an karam fanado of an kapiye demanding. So Allah Mr. Abbas Mane, not dunia mane taldro. Akamindro ko don tolda mol minga moje mi yalon ka nyande kala moti mi yalon ko as a represent parliament. Dolonga ko di wala nga katefa modo. So niaje Kombo what is happening in Kombo na karandala mol min yalon ko ye tarta pour ka mol makoy. Ibika wala tombo ye samba santo kafuko ita nyande kala moto mi yalon ko anyande tralan tolla député moto asedia because think about the parliament na dia moto abekala ko Halifa Sala abekala ko Siria Jata abekala ko honorable Nyesela of Banjul North. So these are things. So I told me yalon ko you are young because told diamutan stand from batata. So abenyamende Gambia football Benjamin and then Gambia Karanko because you cannot separate education from athletics. In fact, I do believe that we should even have Ministry of Youth and Sports. It should be combined with Ministry of Education. But kumala for jang kumo mi alonko lite lafta ye ma ko rogo kendeke ye kiskis roge yaje ko because yemin for tonyalo man kenosoro bade ko do fondo bade ko ikamol bade daming hana burfu ni aji be fa ala bade ko fa kan sai.
Yeah.
How people don't sit down ka jibe ko so bare nyin strasa feel alkana song Masakunda na yetapale ya fali kafoko development mina. What development are they going to do? Because any development the government is going to try to do, it cannot down the road. At all Brufut people, you are blessed with so many people in diaspora. When in fact somebody was telling about some kind of incentive that somebody or non-business person was trying to give to Brufut. I marry and call Alkana Lafenta. That's blood money. 100 bags of cement dealer. pour que Allah sansan kadala nga on the road because any one of you many alonko you are in diaspora hana be kala one bag of cement bur fo dungo iba kala no that's what you prove yourself to but encourage la fanam I want you to help us because atalo min ke kan bur food ali nyanda tala ali wodi am sifa ke sate lolto mo se fangoje for soma
okay doctor ibagel Kombo Yaka for comprises of every representative from Kombo within Kombo. So ibagel at one point Kombo Yaka for if you ask them if you ask the executive about control I made a presentation in Kombo Yaka for at one point because until they agreed unanimously in Kombo Yaka for Kombo problem is land. So the way Burful have issue with land, that's the way Sukuta have issue, that's the way Gunjuru have, that's the way Brikama have, that's the way Sanyang have, and Tujereng, Kombo is and all over. So we had a meeting at SALAGI contest. Ala Fongoroji in Kamitino Kewalto. So Ntolanga cool start naming Abbas Mane is the chairman to that recovery committee. I am the secretary general to that recovery committee. Ngana cool Kenya ming na cool ka on fall naming na presentation okay Kombo for la Fongoto. It becomes very interesting with anybody. So a Gunjurunko commandi putting the same thing explain let them follow the same footstep. Yundumuko from command, let them follow the same footstep. Because until right now, as we are speaking, as I'm speaking right now, we are going to court. Understand? We are going to court. But we are going to court because sometimes you have to close your eyes to do certain things. If you don't do certain things, then space coming for because one way or the other, somebody will belong to other groups one way or the other. You understand? So somebody may I'm more rip off. You understand? I'm more rip off. All are welting the be. Coming akana pruka tokun diala, pruka popularity gain wonyama. You understand? That's an insult. I stand at a strong point. That's an insult. You understand? Well, I mean for all Alem blessed in the diaspora. Even in the Gambia here, people are throwing in so their tokens in blood Sansang. And very sooner or later, Nanas go from Basindro Banalafang. And diaspora people of some money mobilized like around and okay. You understand? So Ibagel ko wolong kulti mi alam ko Kombo begin ka kambeng because Kombo right now ndola activities Kombo be alo counter right now. Activity jama bije Kombo akalantan. So nintol be ko like me started last week tending group sukudan ko nata ning gujun ko jamu. Ning sanyan nata o brikama nata yundum nata brikam blado fan nata sukuda nata. Ibagel ko sukuda bigel already. Ning be nga the same language for andunga nako government mian ko ila woman dabamba bi jaman kila interested pour ntolo ka kilindi ning ko mbakere kilindi kala feka dun tema pour ngana ka kilindi bu gana ko ningere kilindi any day rek ngam la fa mi ko mo mbas tola because e bagal ko the same thing will happen to kota ke birim boro government nata am ke land ministry am ke Kombonkas and ni bu gambe ya ba ko from ba kudul ki kana mi lan ko dana correct understand so all mu kulti mi an ko ning ke da nyoka rek because dola nyin bla nyi still we are struggling with the government pour ka katro so iba fuka pour nga do kuntu for what understand ngamira nim ko mo be ara nyokan dal mba nga few feng nyabeta fofu nga aba keno
okay lamina baraka bake afi sani ko to sidi afla anata join ko to sidi adabo brika mon kolti deta to de mo alamat but he lives in Seattle
okay
ga ko to sidi e kam mo
yeah ala baraka bake first of all mbem fon introduce lalia maybe mo jama kam moy inanga nyamanje intela mu sexidia mbalbe konton nambal jayila albe lodla min ke kan kombola kodo ni wo botaje mbena min fulale wala mu kontanta bake bur fudum kolu e be tanya min ke kan kombola kodo wala mu tanyati mi ala ko kombo be ko nyanta wala kala ni na haji be kunu kombo kolu fundita in their large numbers for food shukuta and gunjur and funding nata they come together pour ka han doko ke minkata strasa asifa jamal be kombo kono min ya lon ko kombonkol e nyante imuna fenna wolale ka si ka foko e Kombo ala land belongs to the government nimo government reserve landati kanaje mol bulo kono mol min ya lon ko wol fon man ke kombonkol o daborum fawoje e kaje mol bulo kono min ya lon ko ye wodula na to ke min kamma bikake. This is the problem. Our problem on Nimbo, Solflado Yamin, Burfutun Kole was staple tar. So, Kombota or Benjan Burfutun Kole the follower, be Minke Kang. Nala Dula Bije Masakunda Ko, Wodula, Yakari Saflanet, and Atoliaco is sleeping, Abe sleep Albulokon, Abita individual Bulokono, what on Mera Burfute Lonya Minkadnant or Lonya Sipal Kombokono. Nimma Woke, Befola. Kombola le mbe fola kombola nyaadi la kombola dulal mbe fola walla la nim fota walla that means fota kombola la andu nyindam toñati si nina ha jube coming diabula kota wa ko nyami e Gambia be kono ye kombo single out na man ke farabati la dikiti jabana banko kan wala lota ko hani intela banko dati je the rest of Kombo e ko be mu masakunda tal. What about the rest of the Gambia? Okay, what be mum ya si sala jamano le jinta palea be keta. Kombonkol la but Kombo digul fon bijele. Komba niya fo nyamin e tumo mina landi kiti jabam balanta Kombo dindol bin bije mi be dipte yalla wol fana nyanta wala kala bandi wol man son wol ma woke fo say mfutata be tunno minto woto nyanta solution ol nyinna wo problem wala o solution burfudun kol bole keta. To come together. Kombo bel nyanta nala nyokam. Na nyita burfut be minke kan ngoke. Nim man woke woto sign ntola Kombo kaya fo na pa bina doyala. Because nina history jibe in Kombo. Ntola alfal kan minke wolo mu yenti Kombo han problem o soto ye. Kombo kol da mal ka wol Kombo alfal le kata ya fo diam. Amman saya nyino lomban sefuya alkali ya nyino lomban e kasile ya diam. But tomorrow min nan tolnata Kombo belo ke fang killing wole Kombo weak. Culturally ay weakle ay atino socially masembo soto. To gain that power again, mba emphasize la again pour futun kolye wosim fa daleta anu fa dalo mi alonko Kombo be fo nyanta talale wosim fa da follow pour futu be binkeka. Ningo okay. Abidamine dila na wolom ka fo ha banyun ko ka nyoma ko ele that sense of help mbe wala create kan iba jele ko ninta e do ko fundi den temano ba doctor ya no inteni te bebe ka fula nyokane nin teni def nga doctor ma ko doctor ta position. This is what is going on wala tinna banjud nin bla ko tangul filikoma they come together nga faale ko tenge banka historian but empire ka fall nyaming wala ma internal problem because sort of the external forces and our problem where I can empire split I broke I fall down so that can be nyimin ke can be ku kendol ke kan but first of all Kombo digul fon le be ñun ko ñaton kaya kan min yalla ko tiñaro membe Kombo kono
very well
sala jube SALAGI wo dal min bije bebe kuntu de beta bebe bu sula suktan kol fo Kombo digul le man taw o ñaton kaya kan handi man ta jato kaya kan bari e bu ñaton kol o problème o kono Kombo digul dol bije lan problème o na funti ta Kombo ko e tol ka funti je Kombo digul le tol ka funti je wol kono woto womu kule de mi alon ka dandi Kombo kono so keno nyamin wala we have to come together lundum la land problem is there ngalo ne lundum alo yo real estate of bimbije wo bota Kombo kol bulo kono nyami everybody knows it kotenke manda wala masafana nata yudum kola dulata ka kuntum ka gi député la ani mo ko taw min yalo ko parti sympathize so nim fen kol wen jundum digol bije min yalo ko wal man bullo la fon so de la suwon woko abalfa no fana jube ban tol Kombo kol but many are kending tol Kombo kol bikanano together ngana problem of solve but instead ntol ka jamba donna la te kosla nim fenko because Kombo be lo ringa fawle So now we have seen the sense of direction. Bao, Burfute will set up. Will at no content Burfute Benin Baker. Cooking Mambrikavan Kolje, Ning Eladuku Sabon Minkata, Oban Diani. Nimbenum Gambia, Mbela Burfutun Kol can Santiago because Momo Tato Dokola Kunum and Indoku Cotton Minkatacom Adebu Santiago. You are set an example. Me along Kombo Benyantawale follow. A felon design. Kombola problem amandam Burfut, amandam Sukuta, amandam Gunjur, amandam Faraba, amandam Pirang. It's worldwide Kombo. It has a doubt there's a land problem. Masakunda in land on the Minakama, you come Masakunda the Saplan or what. Sanji Kilimfula, Yebundo Taratongo, Yebundo Fan Taratongo, another Boon Taratongo. One boon not Yenadile, Masakunda the Saplan. Ngaba the Saplan, Masakunda Cobra, Mutalepur, School alone, Lopitano, Church holding Yano, the Wolding Kelje. But he can now the individual on the block. Come young Kuba to the old Dodi Sipa make a Burfut. Burfuta land beam to Catala, Nara Monteva. At the vast majority of land are inherit them. More be alone come be natale. But more before Natating a seated blotto, Womari, what inheritance of society because I tell you before I now. So young Kuba to the farmer Nata just recent migrants. Will be power shuttle no yadi like a Kombola drag be talak in here. So this is the problem. All problem on Yantol Putla together. Moka no yadi Burfuti will set up. So Burfut follow up. Mbalbula la boy bande.
Bro, Kodo Shiri Abaraka Bakio, Lamin Abaraka din Dr. Conte. Ku niveau ku kende bal de ku kende bal de I mean Kombo problem or for those what but then Lamin Burfudun Koleka step mentor who is also part of a whole package of things we need to do. So call for my need to be multi-pronged approach. I mean ning legislation me along for a control the land inheritance akafoka me belta mod is not it's illegal because it's not justified. So once it's our court challenge, it either has to be we lobby politicians, they go into parliament and if in falling, or we have to go through court. So some things we have to actually be prepared to challenge them legally, because it's not we're not asking for people to treat us with any space. We're not special, but we want you to treat us equally. So nito banko ni model banko to tabu. Na banko nyanta working kelantari, but it must have kunda ka control the banko do tante gambe bel tabu. Is discrimination. So very that's illegal. So we have to challenge those. So for the more for community, be proactive. Therefore, this land belongs to us. We want to use it actually not only for us, but for Gambe benefit. So if you want to come, this is TDA. No, TDA actually because it's important. I told my brother and Dr. Conte. It's important government for all of the new officials. Sometimes it's important to give them a crash course in how land lease is done. Because if they scream like this is TDA. Do you know what a lease means? A lease means I give you my land for a certain period of time. You don't own my land. When you come to tourist board, it doesn't belong to you. You don't understand what the lease is. A lease is, I tell you, I use dollar for a certain amount of time. But if you actually want to change the use of that land, me alcohol the TDA bit all over Kombo. It meant to be TDA. Now they use it for domestic purposes. They making them into residential houses. So you need to come back to me to tell me, look, you listening, I was admitting it's not the TDA specifically just for tourist development area, but the needs need change, requirements change because of the Gambian state need change. We have to change it to something else. You come to me, we agree, but there's no agreement there. They didn't even contact us. They feel that they own the land. When I was in Gambia, October, November, I went to this office. I was telling them, I said, you don't even understand the leases, do you? Do you understand the lease? I said, your land, my land don't belong to you. You don't even understand the basics of law. You see? So first of all, for how these people and how we can do that is by taking them to court. That the TDA, Tourist Development Area, means I gave you my land for 99 years. It's leased. It says you cannot sublease my land without coming to me. You breached the lease. Yeah. So when it comes to State Land Act, State Land Act is a multi-pronged approach. Our people taking it upon themselves to take their land to use it for everybody's common use, for everybody's common benefit. And the other step we take multi-purpose is take them to court and say this is illegal. This is discriminatory towards me and against my people. How come people in Jara can own their land? People in Kenya can own their land, but I cannot own my land just because my accident of geography and nature, my accident of history and geography, I happen to be from Bushwood. So we cannot have that. Anyway, when it comes to, I told him, Dr. Conte was saying that Jammeh put somebody Kombonka there. Forget that. Jammeh must have put a Kombonka in land, but it didn't benefit us. It's during Jammeh's time we lost most of our land. Jammeh sent paramilitaries to beat our people. So if they put in a Kombonka in land, doesn't matter. So we fix this land problem by changing the legislation or by taking the government to court. Two ways. We have enough people in parliament who are willing to repeal this law, or a parallel approach. We go through the court system. We go all the way to West African court. That's why I'm going with my case. You bypass the Gambia completely because you're allowed to do this. You can bypass the Gambia. Yeah, ECOWAS code give you that right. If you don't feel that you're going to have you're going to have fair treatment in your national code, you can go straight to ECOWAS code. I mean, the lawyers are people like Lamin and Fadi Kamara and others. That's what they did. The journalists, they took the code to ECOWAS and they won. So you don't even have to bother the Gambia. Really, we have choices. And we are working on this process. When it comes to like, what's it called again? Human beings are very complex. I mean, you take Palestine as an example. There are people in Palestine who will collude with the Israelis. Can you believe this? There are people in Palestine who can collude with Israelis against their own people. Human beings are very complex. So in every community, I know that's very extreme, but I'm just trying to show you that in every community, you're going to have people, many other people, they are very, very susceptible to be corrupted. They are very corruptible. Or they have other things whereby people can blackmail them with it, because that's what Israelis do. But I mean, Israelis is a very extreme example. But don't call for you. I just try to give an example for every community. You're going to have people, many other people, they can be easily compromised. Okay? Allah barakabatu.
Madam Fala Nina Kotokela Kumogang. Kotokia in Barabake, Mbekon, Kumo is very important. Kotoke from Brigama, Ngalo Nimbo Jembo Tonso Dol dealer, I say also thing. But you have a very, very valid point, Lema Onyama. Mialanko is very important, solve once and for all. Okay, there's Kuja Kuba Kenya Kumenga, Afuka Koliale, Olo Nintiko, Kolaya Yundumla case Mima. That's a non-starter. More justifiable no, because if you say you want to empower a government, want to empower the parliamentarians, I think it makes sense for you to go to a parliamentarian of a constituency, so that he can know the problem of his people, so that he can stay with his people and know their problem. But everybody is trying to come to Kombo dance Nyami. A parliamentarian who come from Sabah Sanjal or somewhere far, they can speak Bojang. What are you trying to explain? You are telling him don't go to your place again, don't know your problems again. All them we shouldn't encourage those things, because for far from those areas, because I'm parliamentarian. And the second thing, like Kombo, the indigents of Kombo are not the people handling or are not the people speaking the problems of Kombo. Or we accept everyone who wants to be a Kombonka, who come from any part of the Gambia, you want to be a Kombonka. We will accept you and we will embrace you. But sometimes along the way, there are people who are within us who will say Kombo's interest when it is not in their hearts. Like Emin for Banjununko la kanyo squeeze kanyo fenke. Kanyo celebrate le. Banjununko nim kuba caring nim government nata. Kanyo squeeze nyaming dolebeng alone. Every day we go to Banjul and work there. We have friends and families in Banjul. We see how things unfold. Ndolebe kamin jolo nyindi ko kom banjununko ne ka banjununko la ko tinyam. I will give a bright example of biring poro mfanga do ko poro biring poro banjununko la dulalta e son patta ke la cordal table kon nyinta fanjay is atala modi men ko atala be gal nyala katandi ko government ka make sure government ye settle ngende ke settle nyami. Do you understand? Tafanja of all people, tough. Atala bolya mol mi yalan ko walla mol dimi pour que bañu ngol setol bañu ko bada bañun ya make sure le ko raso ko mo yimengo is well built for falon stop. But compared to Burfoot, it's a different case. Atala case better than Burfoot dam. imam there's no competition instead mo le ministro ko broka fa mi yelli pala ke badol bela wol dol fatal fam because libaro ni ke defaro no kudol man dol wat understand your own thing if on own thing understand so ñing ko limba address la we need to be very much careful but careful we Kombonko ngende ka ñoo celebrate Kombonko ngende ka make sure Kombonko du nit lalto Kombonko ngende ka fonyo ka ñoo kele ka ñoo kele kula ko mi nga amang ata mo na fala Kombonko mbal interest ngende ko lo wato wat so ni wol keta kudimi on ko wol keta na ku fololti ke bagala ni Kombonko imagine ite ko ya sew sise that ning sew sise bo position those days ning Kombonko mi ko indigenous lomat o Kombonko bal hat kono anaba ñoo fala ba woto hapunna in the first place. That policy will not be adopted in the ministry. That policy will never be adopted in the ministry. More you want to go to the parliament and somebody speaking about it. You understand? So all of you ko Kombonko government nata ikabla sabala grip pour the Kombo victimize. Wolum nanying local government lands. Na alkalo li silandi because alkalo it only rights to bay. If they want to maybe jana jaje menal for blala sate alkalo use. Alkala ita basari la palasol so now I use like always akaminya na bastola because alkala one ata basari na palasol second thing mimbi na molkan akana molkan with the approach of government no and the policy de ko landi ndol many engagements with the government karandi ko this particular place is TDA nga threatening solo ko ibinala ya demolition okay and you know mar relent yang command le for la jamal to only discussion jamal stop mar relent and we stand at a strong point ko ndol mimanga TDA as far as ali atala ko in the name of TDA ko to ke afanya men TDA ni of dada wante ye ko nyimu reserve land it's supposed to be ainda propose new staff lale ñil abuka propose staff ko lage burfuta nyami rek ko TDA lam at the end of the day ndol lim batte mo ko ram bige bi ka ko ra continue an burfu ka killing tije an burfu ka killing atije so that is so sad wo be ko ma ko ke ikana ka fu ko TDA lam so on tonga America Kombo ngenda ka follow ngenda ko follow fight with the government Kombo ngenda tara government in government policy making ngenda tara government la corridor le katandi any government ko nyimga Kombo la interest alka nyimga ndinga alba Kombo suppress kan so on tonga America wollon kulde mengo olba cool solve la bro thank you very much.
Okay. If I just jump in there, Lamin, Dr. Contribinal. All unqualified thing, that's why we need parallel processes, parallel or multi-pronged approach. So we have to legally challenge this. These things will be challenged. I mean, the whole basis of the TDA and how the TDA is actually applied in the Gambia on Kombonkas is not actually right. Yeah, you can speak to lawyers; they will tell you. I'm not a lawyer, but I went through the whole thing. I got the whole agreements. I read through them, the list. And you don't understand that from the lease agreement from Minsan in 1970 is disappeared. Nobody knows where the TDA lease is. So they come to us saying that this is TDA, the TDA. And you go on paper against someone on TDA or paper, the governments have lost it. If you go to Jana Commission, page 198, volume 3, they wrote it there that the TDA lease is gone. Nobody can find it. The Registrar General in the Gambia cannot find the TDA lease. So if you screaming and shouting that Command land belongs to TDA, you cannot even find the agreement.
Very well. Yeah?
So this is a criminality in India, and they come and say, "Oh, this is a tourism from area." What tourism from area? Are you mad? This is my land. I lease it to you for a certain period of time for a certain purpose. If the purpose is changed, you come back to me. We have an agreement. But in the Gambia, I told the pretend that called Bankoni Masakunda. Masakunda was on my land. My land was given to me by my forefather before there was Gambia. So this is a fact. We need to try and push this back. That's why I consider we have to take the government to court. It's important. Lot of the problems we have in Kombo, we can only fix them by going to court. Seriously, because people are not really willing to change the legislation. But if we take them to the ECOWAS code and take them all the way to the UN human rights, they will do something about it. Yeah, because they contravene our basic human rights, our right to property. Yeah?
Very well.
Charter is a UN charter. No government should do that because our people don't challenge them. We are going to challenge them. So it's important we challenge them. It's very, very important. So these TDA list, tell them to show you the TDA list that they don't have it. Nobody can show you the TDA list. But then that's what they use to take my land. They can't show the TDA list. When it comes to State Lands Act, it's illegal. So this qualified Dr. Conte, Unkoto Basseh, and Lamin. There's a lot of things Kombonkas can do. We can talk. You can talk to people like you. Can be very active in politics. If you get into the corridors of power, you can encourage them and you can tell them about Kombo's problem. They can help. But we also have to go to court. It's really important we go to court. Allah Barakabato. Dr. Konda, mugia boy de. Dr. Konda, we cannot hear you. No, I think he's mute.
Mr. Sidia.
Okay.
Mr. Sidia, yalong mane kundanko bijanne, bojang kundanko bijang ay birkama tonye, barengka ko mane kundanko wara muntore kombonara. No nyim bojang kundanko abada mundo nama boso makunda mansoron su waranda hawla kunda waranda bojang kunda fonde. But I come out for Gambia, I witnessed that when I was in the Gambia in 2019. I am near queer. Kado ni salon ni salwato sida, bana salo, sungar salo. Ni adante bakau. Adunda brofood. Another soup. Another combo satel to, a cricket of Obrikama, another pirang, another farabako. Make a salibadi criminal. Then you last bana salo in 2019, ni queer. Pirankol salta no minna, Parankol man salwo water, Kafutankol and Pirankol the salta the same day. So when you in Karoga, you couldn't alamamo loco at a killer. Unko for you man, I don't ado naba. Kadania ko sara start combo sate door. Beka campaign na kakilin. Even for his true. So I come in the call, yar ningo dundo. I don't know. But for a more someone I see, you are so nice to that person. Oh, Marina, so comfortable. Hanatra more, honey, more from Father Faraba. Eco, Twando Barani, Mano Mana, Purkana, Sigi, Ibikabadia. So those are things that are happening in our villages. But for the Kurobi and the Minkatala in the call, Yaran Lanko and Yinko Bekachal. Nunga mojamale invite Jang inte I stood my ground and they Wolungoning Atelekatante because he was so upset. For most Africa, Kombo Banko Ning, O Mazakunda Bankold. Nita bota Badibu Gunjuru. If I'm land, Imam we tell land. But Food heights, Mada Kundankola Duna, oil water, Ibeka the millionaire. So, me along Kodolko Mokorienta Katanga, Katanga, Kutini political parties didn't do that in another year. They couldn't get support. It all a position on the Kombolan issue. But a Tantan Koso Kakamoy, Kabulo Kosamoy, Kakatefai Moy, Algo Bula. Kali Ikaminka. Ni alcalo da diamola because ni alcalo diamole babonda alcaliala safe for the diamola ni safe for diamota against the government safe for bonding. So atol burfun kole mike at least but what I want to know, Mr. Bojang, wala nyendeko yalong we've been talking about these designated government lands and so forth because sometimes betam become bakau football field mimbije ni kuyata eta bakola sade bakone AGP obenyamin sign tag ina je football club dami eta o chocho Mr. Forbes o lands to nyamente ani ku ya warta baba kele but te bar nyen ngala min na wala nyende ko alga inventory ke na dra kiskes ka je ko kombo satel min bije government development ko government property do we know them? I want you to help. No,
yeah, Brufut, we know in Brufut.
But Dave Mane, do you know them? We are in that.
Yeah, in Brufut,
do you know
we
all
have
of them?
It's all map, it's all sketch, everything.
Do you have for every village government maintain?
No. Brufut.
Oh, well, so Mr.
Bojang, in Brufut we commissioned. In Brufut we commissioned like land surveyors, and they did the whole thing. Well, we know they're taking about nearly 12 square kilometers in Brufut. Nearly 12 square kilometers. Yeah, nearly 12 square kilometers. That's Brufut height and top and everything. Yeah, it's about 12 square
So you would like that turn around to private use. correct?
Yeah, exactly. So so I mean, I think like Brufudunko can give other people also need to. We can come. They can come to us. We talk. We tell them what some of the steps we did. So we commission cartographers, surveyors, and then when I went there in October, November, I actually took the coordinates and put them in Google Map myself when I came back because of obviously I got the IT skill set to do that. It's very simple.
So,
but then you put the coordinates.
I'm not a member of Kombo.
No, that shouldn't be a Kombo for responsibility. Every
No.
community.
Hold a second.
Yeah, but it should also be proactive. No, you have to be. No, Dr. Corte, everybody needs to take their own responsibility as well, then you can help the community. If you want to sit back and wait for community to do something, if nothing happen, do it upon yourself. I took upon myself last year. I spent 1 month in the Gambia. I mean, they took upon themselves every day. They also check who owns where, how they can take it back. So, for us, anyway.
But you're the biggest problem all in the go. Never in Khaled, Do you know it's so difficult to get information from them? Even University Yeminta, it got 0.8 kilometers. Can you all believe that?
Yeah.
0.8 kilometers, University of the Gambia, all time. So, more in time, old Lalti, he could go that side. He was very defensive. So, sometimes he gave a Makola. He told a Kekel, the town from Gibe, Allah, he can use shooting range Kadame, Kamol Bundame, Abi Katadame. Former government, why would they even have it in a residential area? So, Birkam Fana, Birkam Korman last of the day. So, intervention coming here is very important, is very good. But Mr. Bojang is the only one who is in the Gambia here, Mr. Marco. The other Gambia Fana Katama Katakabo, one place to another is expensive. You cannot say,
Mr. Yes, Doctor, I want to help you there.
Okay.
Like Bojang Kombo Yurakafo is the organization me alanko. It stands for Kombo. I think the primary purpose of Kombo Yurakafo was supposed to be the interest of Kombo, and the interest of Kombo cannot be looked at in the absence of land. You understand? Because Kombola first concern is land. The reason why India will be caring because of acting in 19 something with Yasi and so. So, but me the only indico Komboraka for a side of land la Fongoing. I made a presentation at the Komboraka for la Fongoing meeting, executive meeting. Brufut yela cool Kenya Ming and Brufut la Kenya Ming. Broke out at one point he came here. There's a committee here who is solely and solely responsible for these land issues. Ndol we ngam delegate le care about Abbas Mane we go around and see wherever government deminta, we have it we have the sketch, we have the land size, we have everything. So we are trying to pursue all these places one by one. Kai Mr. Mane presentation of Minkeja Aborinyam. So bro is going on with tough. We are going with other issues here. So ngal nako kudul bije mafuka be bara mo succeed la bari. Problem be bara mingolo ngindiko kalai ikafunya mimbro kabim foko you claiming something through law ami alon ka manterebul. Nyimbe ka nyimfo any day more ndola mitu nonte me speaking today. I think I attended more than 20 meetings within this short period with the government and government officials. People are approaching me, government officials are approaching me. If you can fall into go, this is TDA, and this is TDA. If I mean in Kaji, you Aldo Kuntunye, Alba Academy, Abacafo. What Abacafo?
There you go.
Abacafo.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you anyway, I mean, because they even know, because during my research there, if you challenge them, they actually don't have anything to say to you. That's why
No.
They got no foot to stand on because nobody challenged them. These people for so many years they get in away with murder. Really, they are.
Yeah, it can because at a point me alango. Yeah, announced over the radio, announced over the TV co. They are coming here with soldiers or with paramilitaries look at demolition of. And in I will unveil this. Young command the Glaldo. Young command the Sungara Koneko after Kanying Bari, Lava getting Kakafulungal engage Nkeko. And it be null paradi and Alban Trajan told you never relent. Understand? Because they don't start at a strong point. Understand? I'm not talking about this because I am trying to incite or whatever. But so we just to tell you what we stand for until we are until relent. Until relent. Until whatever laws you come up with, until I feel going to brutality and Jesus. You understand? We can be very much comply with the government of the day. You understand? Because they are the authorities of the day. We can sit with them because they are the people who are supposed to issue the ownership to us. We cannot have ownership by ourselves. Understand? Ownership will mean a lot to us. We will endeavor having ownership, but you cannot intimidate us by giving us false information or giving us, trying to bring or go and hide behind these government policies. Who don't serve the purpose. We will never relent, and we are not relenting. So these are things like assessment anywhere. Like Gunju assessment Sukuta assessment. You understand? There was a time me control from Sukuta. Farja Mane Olmo committee form the committee Mialanko. We want to stand by each other. You understand? But Konga mean for Jangolo Indiko. Sometimes within us, Molka Stone Miango came from Kombonkoldi. So Ninkombonkola Miango in the surface, they can call Natch. You understand? They want to make themselves out the mouthpiece of Kombo when they are not serving the interests of Kombo. I want to repeat myself here. Mol Biganamiango, they call themselves Kombonkas because we all understand we accept them, we embrace them. But it only one shouldn't use the word carnal. But the latter part, although they are in our mix, we accept them. But they want to make themselves the mouthpiece of Kombo. When they see Kombonko Mialanko is prominent, they bring you down. So you in the name of Kombo when they are not serving the interest of Kombo. So that is number one problem of Kombo. Kombo brand back.
Okay. I think you want to come in.
Yeah, Doctor Emin for Tonyalefo. Ninata Birkama Jube, a Birkama la land be ya berita. Birkama mandla sotode. Doctor Emin for Tonyalefo. Ninata Orincho to Jube, Jata Kundankol ning Bojang Kundankol la Dulalote. Masakunda wo tawol bulle temporarily. So say ning development on nata fota wote janta wala dula sen butu fwe ba senlal ba fweta senla wo mamfelo wala janta senlal ni nata boto inata wa kiti silo kan jube Bojang kunda kola land membije hawla kunda as far as I can see all land iko obe mu real estate on iko masakunda la real estate on what ni nata kabafita layout ndela onkul solla kunkol lowol mbadingul la dula lodi yewo fananke ko fanamu layout on let masakunda ko fanamu layout on let so masakunda kay layout on min taw molbul e bika adequate they don't give them adequate compensation so e kawta wol bulu but ni na raw jube o layout of jibe the way ka o layout issue nyami it's a big question na mara je mo dula table mo mi alon kala inheritance mo ni ina nyanta sidala le kaja ka tande ala ko de kega atole tamu jante bal lafta ala le sulo ba kan as a government so bar mbal compensate la but then nonetheless it okay it cannot do a pillar ta yela kolke e ko jamu government la reserve land government reserve land mol mo le Lamin tay ya selo tay ya do ku fa be do kota atole na bi kilo ko government reserve land and ni nata jube mbal yene kala question min fon to la Kombo député lulolo are they helping us or are they creating a problem or they are part of the problem they are part of the problem e tolbe sila do nyaadi la yundum la lan yo kuntu ya tala e tol fonga bla soto je ma sendi ni tol e bla min di la masakunda e bla min di tol ni tol e wosendi e ko masakunda e kon ta kala non tol mo Kombo kolle bar Kombo di la dula ye wala ta ali hadin tol la tol ba sendi with the exception of DOI, PDOIS na mo nyamin wolle koy data nyinto because they know so say din to la député fa accept to la Kombo député lulolo wol tata yo la kuntu ya accept what do you expect momi bota jimara ni wonata na mi tata tala ando jimara ko ni yew da min di walla ka bo jimara ko ta Gambia ton ko dano beto wonna na man ta sila ka Kombo la ko discuss we know it nata do ko Kombo la problem wol bo discuss la they would have been discussing it long time ago. But in the House of Parliament, why do you have to give Kombo land to compensate them for what? This is what every Kombonkas should put at the back of their mind. Ñen député men bigé ñanta ko dula sende comme bula député lulol. Ni mo dula sende they are accomplices. They are accomplices. So ndol Kombo yuwa kafo foddi wol ñanta dila jadile. Ni next election of Kanasina. We have to recall them ngé ñininka. Ya tol alla do ko primary do ko min folot. Wolom Kombo problème mo min be Kombo kono. Atol ñanta wulal katala constituencies to hanna tara problème min kata faraba. Brekama constituencies min jodi be ñanta silale meeting call. E ko look, this is the problem we have in Kombo. Agent Kombonkas, they have to make sure they are aware of their environment. But it because killing. Fula, ya Kombola land kuntu ya dealer ya shoto. Abebulo ko de masendi. So we should ask them, ning election kanasi, the same people ni all London. Kombonkol janta ka jibe for dum ye kido ko minna. Ya kel fo back because ila do ko follow moment wala mo ko. Ka make sure Kombola land is secure. So they are not doing that. It said they are the one who are part of the problem because they accept the land, they never return it back, one. And two, they never go back to their constituencies. Kombo be in the Tolokon. In the okay. Near get out of Kombonkol election or sida. And wo floor be with a do quality, Kombonkol to make them to aware of the situation in the Kombo, more the fataje, Farabaning Punu. So in the okay. And you land for the minimum shock, all land send the hand title for your land muta. So what do you expect somebody from Jimara? What land send the Nonya Dilani from my example of step? Some call for Tenko, until Kombonkol from sometimes until like a came for a headache, until a came for a problem with it. Yundubula land is a case. Me along ko eka def coming for Gasamba court, we should tackle the land problem. Okay, case study. I think we should all those ministers who get a land in Yunumu, we should take them to court. Government take to court. Government has no power over local lands, especially people's inheritance. What case we can win that. And those 5 deputies ni election kanasi, we should call them and ask them the question why they are doing what they are doing. Not that is not genuine. Somebody lote fe we should integra miracle nyanto support against them because imanta doku kende ke kam Kombokolo. Yep.
Dr. Mr. Mane.
Sorry, guys, we got about 5 minutes to go now anyway. So
let's reply like one. I meant
closing statement, please, and then we go to Lamin and then yeah, go ahead.
And then the deputy for engaged. Cleonying, he was about to after Purokafeng saying Lanian saying. Then he came back. Akwanyoko no at Okelano. Nendi Predo Fanango nga sape on Facebook. Hankabi aman reply. The Predo mi along kapoda banjun fana. No engage. And after saying dila another bag Akwanyoko atakelano. He's go well not overly. Of course he's gonna take it. So even for it's true, but near jibe Allah Jallo, Baba Gala Jallo. Ala I would lie a telephone. Apply see the Fanaya Talafamata. No Fanang Alaji Dabo Fanang Famata. Majority leader Famata Bang. And then Fananita the Fanang Larakunda Sabaji. Ufanaya Tale. Bununga Kunda Fanala MP Atale. But most likely Bakola Deputy Fanaya Tale. And then Itara Joshua. But Halifa Mata, do more matter. So basically, I mente wala nasa ending ajako. E baremi for Tonyala wati. So barifana na more for say encourage. Nte the political party support la. Party mi along among Kombola land issue ka ponte ako itola because UDP la more narajan. But imanda satisfied. Citizens Alliance la more narajan. Iman satisfied. But maybe APRC more min narajan. Wala kumo I mean for. I was a little bit very much more happier than, with his message. So even for we all have to come together and in Kombo in learning because for on the other learning, what do you have left? Don't laugh about most of our father yet.
Okay.
More full alparaji. Another quarter in the University of the Gambia, the middle local sign, 0.8 kilometers in Alta. Alcalo doesn't want to say anything. Say for to the Amakoha. So now they all learn University all learn. In the interim, Imam would last answer. In the interim, Imam would be used. You alibule nene doko kaje. So this is the problem we have in Kombo. So alamale makwe for David for the wala you go to court. That's the only solution.
Yeah, Doctor. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, we summing up anyway. We summing up, but just to Cage answer the one thing, it all comes to our people not actually knowing. The land belongs to them. Nobody can tell you, if I'm not farm here, it's mine. I'm giving it to you to use for something else. They're gonna tell me I cannot use it. You see, so all other funds are usually legally. But anyway, we're about to close up. So I think, Lamin, if you just want to make your closing statements, please.
Yeah, bro. I'm back closely with something. I'll be like big brothers, great brothers, good sons of the Gambia, good sons of Kombo. But I want to make one thing clear here. Everything starts from somewhere. We will be talking and talking and talking and talking. But where is the starting point? Is the question here. We must have a suitor. Everything starts from somewhere. Kombola problemo. We need to come together. A unified body like Kombo Yurakafo should take the tax on. Governments engage case Isamba with legal proceedings. 1. 2. This is very important thing here. Kombola deputy la kan mbe to kilijam. The indigenes of Komboti. Ala question bang. Ali jeji ninka ba you make research on that.
Baro.
Lamin Sane.
And Burfoot, I can say Baba Gale. Let's be frank, because Burfoot Nkole, I'm so proud of Burfoot Nkole, because actually you are so diversified when it comes to intermarriage. Did he freeze?
I think we lost Lamin, yeah. I could also, if you want to make your closing statement, we got 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, wala mu interlapta min fala do wala mu de hansain docteur min fo be wakilal dron ngana mol kam nganya ngatandila ko politiko mum minti sai amanke ko katubulari mono kan comme in tol fama mama wol bulata patiol no kan ne wol bota game fama wol bulata no kan sai in tol la time o politiko be nyamin politiko ikabula mola no kam mi yalon ko abi de darol kelete be damin ita sulata min ne la dulata wol be lola wala nim politician ol nata na ni la député ni la moli e bulo mute e koy ba dilon tol Kombonkas la koy dalta min ka cruising dinna nkana son wala be nyinin kala le ite albe min kala non tol en tol la dan problème min be fayde Kombonkas nata nun ko mo kotolon ko min mol min bi ngi nyinin ka atole min ni min ka min malla lo dulat kabra to kana député ko sa alafta ngal send back ale ke député ngi nyinin ka won ni mam pentandina mi alon ko is genuine, it's not the interest of Kombo pertaining to Komboland issue. I think we should not follow them. Kombonkas janta will try aside.
Okay. Allah baraka bakia and viewers. Normally, we actually lafta more reminder we always make this interactive. Lafta more kanajang. More times though, you think you can come here, Safero Kenya, text us or go to Facebook or YouTube, leave a message there to say if not after you want to come and join us. None of us are experts here, but in America, we believe that Nimbe not together, we exchange ideas, we can fix our problem. So all Latin and Canadian anyway. But just to close up anyway, Dr. Conte Barakabaka as always. Kodosidia, it's nice to have you here. I think it should make this much more often, really. I mean, Nima can every Monday, at least every 2 Mondays, please. Ishinana Yahweh. But I'm not for the community will see actually in order to do some benage or anyway. I think so. Hello, so you'll be very, very happy. Barbecue tonso, yeah. Okay. Allah baraka mol be nga fanya min you don't say for educate the manding anyway. Because now for me TDA ni ko wurun TDA la nobody even got TDA list. They cannot show you the TDA list. So they come to tell your land is this is TDA, but they cannot show you the list, and nobody challenges them. When you challenge them, they actually move back. They actually just step back. You see. So it's very, very important, yeah. But every Monday, ngafa ala baraka bagi ale badisi. next week for Nambinala and Matra. You want to go on the pro Gaminke, we want to bring people from Minyanke Bisuolo. So Momo and Molo Mianko is activist, organic organization, grassroots activist Lamati. They are in youth, they are in sports, they are in education. Education especially, I think we try and get somebody from the education subcommittees in Kombo, also National Nisa Kacha, because Dr. Conte at the beginning, education is very, very important. Abutu follow molbi ala paraka bake almangula karan tola jang it's nearly 9 o'clock. American will not actually do the daytime anyway, but Abutu Modwala molbe almakara karo kala molbe for next week Monday inshallah. Allah paraka. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah baraka. Thank you.